Hello everybody! Welcome to Sonic Wrestling, and today we are going to be doing WrestleMania 7 from March 24th, 1991 from Los Angeles, California. The Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena. However, I remember if you watch WrestleMania 6, they promised to be in this big stadium. 100,000 people. And now they're in a sports arena instead, with an attendance of 16,158. I actually think that makes it the smallest Mania of all time so far. I don't remember the attendance for WrestleMania 1. Commentary team is Gorilla Monsoon and a bunch of lads. Like, they switch between, most of the time it's Bobby Heenan, but it's not every single one. So, we're kicking things off. Well, first we got Willie Nelson singing America the Beautiful. And then we have the commentator who will be joining Gorilla Monsoon for the very first matchup, which is Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who I think they never put on commentary again for a very specific reason. This guy gets gassed out in about 5 seconds. He is completely have no energy left in him by then. By the time this match is over. It is crazy. I'm going to get this back up because I actually want to see. Yes, they're supposed to be in the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, but instead got moved to the sports arena. Okay, so I'm going to keep this up just so we have who's on commentary for each one. But yeah, we're kicking off the very first matchup, which is the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, taking on the Barbarian and Haku. This match goes 10 minutes, 33 seconds. And it tells a very simple story of power versus speed. It is just Barbarian and Haku. They have the power advantage. They have strength advantage against the Rockers, who are quick and have more high flying. Haku sent Shawn into the corner. Shawn ends up taking down Haku to shoulder tackle. Rockers start doing quick double team action, sends Haku and Barbarian to the outside. But they end up getting control of Haku and Barbarian, and they wear down Jannetty. So Jannetty jumps off the top while Barbarian catches him and just hits him with a power slam, and it looks awesome. Barbarian goes for a headbutt, but Marty moves out of the way. We get a hot tag to Shawn. And Shawn makes a comeback, hits a crossbody off the top rope and wins. I give it 5 out of 10. It's a perfectly fine match. Does what it needs to do. It is, it's very to the point. Yeah, it gets the point across, and it does it very, very well. This next match, however, this match is Dino Bravo with Jimmy Hart taking on a Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. And I don't know if something's off with both of these guys or something's just off with Kerry. This match sucks. This match just generally sucks. I don't know what happened here. This match goes 3 minutes and 11 seconds, and it does not. It's not good. It's not good. Dino attacks right when the bell rings. He gets control. Tornado gets control with an atomic drop. Bravo gets back control, hits 2 elbow drops. He gets the side slam, but Kerry kicks out. Kerry gets the claw out of nowhere, hits the disc punch, and wins. I give it 3 out of 10. Like, it's not good. It does not do what it doesn't make Kerry look good. It doesn't make Dino look good. Like, none of them look good as a result of this. I don't know what they were thinking with this. I genuinely don't. It's a very bizarre. I don't know if these two just don't have chemistry or someone was off of carry, but it was just not up to par. Our next matchup, I thought was gonna be shit, but it turned into a whole lot of fun, and I actually really enjoyed it. It is the Wardlow, managed by Slick, taking on the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. And it's just power on power, but it's done such an amazing way. Bulldog has to hit Wardlow with. Is it the Warlord or the Warlord? Warlord. Bulldog takes down the Warlord with 4 shoulders. I feel like I'm just gonna end up calling them Wardlow, anyways. Whatever. Bulldog goes with a crucifix, but Warlord kicks out. Warlord wears down Bulldog, gets a bear hug, and hits a nice belly to belly. Bulldog is able to get back into though and makes a comeback. Get a cross body by Bulldog, but Warlord kicks out. A full Nelson, the famous full Nelson by the Warlord. But Bulldog is able to break it because he doesn't have the fingers locked. Bulldog hits a running power slam to win. I give it 6 out of 10. It's a very fun match. I don't know, it's just power versus power, but sometimes it's just done right, man. Sometimes it's just done right. Our next matchup, which was also very fun, is the Nasty Boys with Jimmy Hart taking on the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation, for the tag team titles. Sags gets a cheap shot to Bret. Bret Hart gets back in there though, the House of Fire. Neidhart goes right at Knobs. You get cheap shot by the Nasty Boys to get control, and they wear down Bret. Bret gets a back drop to get back in the match, and he gets a hot tag to Neidhart. Power slam to Knobs, but Sags breaks it up. We get a heart attack to Knobs, but when the ref is distracted, Sags hits Neidhart with the megaphone. Knobs pins, and we have new tag team champions. I give it 6 out of 10. It's fun as hell to watch. I not watched much Nasty Boys. I won't lie about that. I've not watched most Nasty Boys. But it does a great job. They're really good at this. I don't know. I need to find more. If there's any other matches of the Nasty Boys I should watch, let me know in the comments. But yeah, we got new tag team champs. The Nasty Boys have done it. There's a celebration later on, but I didn't make notes of it. Okay, so this next matchup is not. I don't have notes for it, but does not make it me. It's not because it's bad. It is Rick Martel taking on Jake the Snake Roberts in a blindfold match. Now, the story of this is Rick Martel had the arrogance spray into his eyes. And like he really sold it, got like white eye contacts and that to really sell it. It was done very well, and now we're gonna have this blindfold match here. This match is just pure crowd control. It is them two, Jake and that, having the crowd in the palm of their hands. Because Rick would just move his finger across the ring because he can't see, and the crowd would just erupt when he's near Martel. It's legitimately brilliant. It's insane how well they do at this. They have the crowd in the palm of their hands the entire time. Jake hits a DDT to win. But my lack of notes, again, if you enjoy Matt thing, it's just a pure thing of like how you control a crowd doing very little. I give 5 out of 10. It's just very fun. It's like it's just well done. I can't even get mad at it. Jake also puts the snake Damien all over Rick Martel after. Our next matchup is Jimmy Superfast Snuka versus this young rookie. Yeah, he probably won't live up to much. Known as The Undertaker with Paul Bearer. This match is just get The Undertaker over. That's all it is the beginning of the streak. Though they didn't know that at the time. Undertaker's on the attack. Jumping clothesline by him. Undertaker suplexes Snuka from the apron to the ring. Undertaker dodges. Sorry about that. I will keep that in, but delivery showed up earlier than I planned. But as I was saying, Snuka goes for a diving attack. Goes for the attack, but Undertaker moves and he falls to the outside. Snuka does. Then Undertaker hits him brings him back in the ring. Hits the tombstone and wins. I give the match 3 out of 10. Yeah, it's just one job. It's one goal. Get Undertaker over. Make him look dominant. Snuka is at that point of the career where he's just getting people over. And he does that very well here. Yeah, and Undertaker's going to be clearly going up the ranks. Comes to his stature in WWE, even just the year of 1991. Because by Survivor Series of this year, he become the World Wrestling Federation champion. And now, we got our next matchup. In my opinion, the match of the night. It is the Macho King Randy Savage with Queen Sherry taking on the Ultimate Warrior in a career-ending match. Whoever loses, their career is over. This is the longest match on the show. And it's rightfully so. Because this match is awesome. Warrior, what I love also is Heenan's on. This is when Heenan's on commentary. He's on commentary earlier. I just didn't remember what exact point he enters. I think it's pretty much just after the first match. That he. Yeah, it's just after the first match. But here, he's on because Warrior is walking to the ring. He's not running like he usually does. He is walking towards the ring, focused in the zone, and it's perplexing Heenan. Because he's like, why is he not running? Why is he not running 100 miles per hour? It's because he knows how important this match is. It's done so well. On the back of his tights, he has it written so much more important than this, and a picture of the title. So he's even saying like this match more important than the world title. Warrior lost the title at Rumble to Sgt Slaughter, who will be defending it in the main event. Warrior takes out Savage with a clothesline. We get an atomic drop by Warrior. Savage ends up tied up in the ropes. Oh, I don't remember what. I think Warrior has him up in like a military press or something, like gorilla press. And then I think he just puts him down and just slaps him. Just a little fuck you to Randy Savage, as I loved. Warrior misses a corner move though and falls to the outside. Savage takes advantage and axe him to the outside. Savage sends Warrior into the post. They get back in the ring. We get a double down. Warrior gets a roll up, a ref is distracted by Sherry. We get a ref bump. Sherry accidentally hits Savage with her shoe. Savage goes forward by distraction by Sherry, but Warrior kicks out. Savage goes after Warrior's throat. Savage hits 5 Macho Man elbow drops in a row. I'm not talking like goes for one, pins, kicks out. Just keeps going. 5 freaking elbow drops. And Warrior kicks out. Fucking crazy. Warrior makes a comeback, hits the splash, but Savage kicks out of that. Warrior spends then like fucking way too long, like 3 or 4 minutes, just staring at his hands. It's too long. I don't think it's meant to do it for that long, but it's too long. Savage takes advantage of it, goes for an axe handle on the outside like he did the Steamboat with crushing his throat, but Warrior moves and he crashes into the barricade. Warrior hits 3 shoulder tackles, pins Savage with 1 foot on the chest, and wins. I give the match 8 out of 10. It is my match of the night. It is one of the best. It is so good because like it's freaking Warrior. And it is another one of those scenarios where he puts off a banger during the match, for a match. It's very, very, very well done. Obviously, after the match, Sherry, annoyed that Savage lost her meal ticket's gone, starts attacking Savage. Elizabeth makes the save and saves Savage, and then they reunite to a chorus of hugs and tears and everything else. Yeah, definitely watch Savage versus Warrior if you're watching anything for this. Our next matchup is Demolition with Mr. Fuji taking on Tenryu and Gatao from Japan. And this match sucks. This match is the worst on the show. Unless I'm about to remember one that's worse. And there's a lot that have the same rank as that, actually. This, to me, though, is the worst match on the show. The reason it's the worst match is just because it's so much nothing happening. It's 4 people who I feel like don't really want to sell for each other. And then Tenryu just hits a powerbomb and wins. Not a lot happens. I ain't gonna lie. Not a lot happens. I give it 2 out of 10. I might be generous. That probably should be 1. Oh, man. If this had ended in a double count, it would have been 1. It might have even been 0. The fact they got a clean finish is the only thing it got it an extra rating. Because if I count how many times they love to do double finishes the last fucking 6 of the Manias we've done. Our next matchup is the Big Boss Man taking on the Intercolor Champion Mr. Perfect with Bobby Heenan. Heenan's off commentary for this one, and Lord Halford Hayes is in, and he's less nervous here. He doesn't look like he's about to get shot. But it's for the Intercolor Championship. So they both start thinking. One shoves one, Bossman shoves Perfect back. Perfect spits at him. Bossman spits back. Savage, Perfect slaps him, and then Bossman slaps him, Perfect, and Perfect does a flip bump. The fuck? That threw me so off. Bossman then swings Perfect by his hair and sends Perfect to the outside. Bossman is in control. He whips Perfect with his belt. Perfect whips him back. And Perfect gets in to go. We get a drop kick by Perfect. Bossman makes a comeback. Perfect sends Bossman to the steps, though. Heenan starts getting some shots in. And then Andre the Giant, who really should not be made to go walk anywhere, walks his way down to the ring. And Heenan is running away, scared shitless. Perfect is distracted by Andre, and when the rest is distracted, Andre just hits Perfect with the belt. Perfect kicks out of the pin after that. And then the Heenan family just running and causes a DQ. Andre then takes out everyone, Bailey being able to stand, and puts Bossman over on the ramp. 5 out of 10. The DQ made me mad. The DQ kind of did not... It was not a good result to me. I'm not saying Bossman had to win this, but I think I just would have preferred a finish. I feel like title matches ending in that way just kind of sour me a lot. So I would, yeah, it just doesn't do much for me. It would have been higher because it's actually a really good match. It just would have been higher had that DQ finish not happened. Next matchup is Earthquake with Jimmy Hart taking on Greg the Hammer Valentine, who for some reason is a babyface, and this match happens. How long is this match, actually? I didn't do the times for the other one. How long is this match, though? So the Demolition match was 4 minutes. Bossman and Perfect was 10 minutes, 46 seconds. This match is 3 minutes. And this match... Yeah, but Hammer's not meant to be a babyface. It doesn't... He just doesn't work for that for me. So literally, Earthquake's on the attack. Perfect. The Hammer tries to make a comeback. He stopped, and Earthquake just hits the Earthquake Splash, or as I call it, the Aftershock, to win. And then he goes to do it again, but Hammer rolls to the outside to avoid it, and that's it. 2 out of 10. It's just not much of a match. It doesn't do much. It just gets Earthquake over, which is, I guess, the job. Next matchup is the Road Warriors versus Power and Glory with Slick, and this one made me mad. This one just made me mad. Because this literally just double clothesline by Hawk, power slam by Animal, Doomsday Device, they win. 1 out of 10. Not only because of how little moves were done, because the little moves were done in the other one. This is less than a minute long. These 4 could have a match. Power and Glory could have a match with the Road Warriors. There was no reason why this had to be a minute long. That annoyed me a lot. So yeah, this just soured me. This just left a sour taste in my mouth. So it gets 1 out of 10. I think it's the only match that's gone, besides, like, I think John Studd. Will there ever be a match at Mania that gets the negatives? Probably not. Probably not negative, at least. Not Mania. There will probably be matches at some point. Our next matchup is Virgil, company with Roddy Piper, taking on the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. This is obviously years of build-up from Ted DiBiase's debut with Virgil to this point here, where DiBiase has just become more of an asshole the way he treats Virgil and disrespects Virgil. All leading up to the Rumble, where Virgil hits DiBiase with the $1 Million title, and Piper is coaching Virgil and teaching him how to fight and saying, "How do you spell man?" And Virgil will be like Virgil. Just good shit. I like it. It's really good. It's the good setup. Also, the match stinks. You're gonna hear that a lot. Trust me, I'm not a big fan of this show. Virgil, those punches, that's all he can do. Literally, that's it. That's all he does. DiBiase gets control. He hits a pile driver, but Virgil kicks out. Piper pulls down the top rope with a crutch, because he has a crutch because he just gotten surgery. DiBiase pushes him down and starts bad-mouthing him. And then Virgil wins by countout. I give it 3 out of 10, because it could be worse. Because of Virgil's inability to really wrestle. But, oh boy, it's bored as hell. And, like, Virgil can't do much. So, DiBiase locks in the $1 Million Dream to Virgil. Piper slowly gets back in the ring and hits DiBiase with his crutch. Fucking Sherry shows up out of nowhere and aligns with DiBiase. And then Virgil encourages Piper to get up, because apparently he's the star of the fucking show, I guess. And yeah, that's the end of it. It's just odd booking. It's just odd booking. Oh, the other thing that annoyed me of this. So, on the show before this, DiBiase, because of distraction by Virgil, loses a match via countout. And they're claiming it's his first ever loss. in a singles match, and I'm sitting there like, I watched WrestleMania 4. I watched him get pinned by Savage. What do you mean? I'm gonna say I can't even say cleanly because, like, Virgil helped. I don't know. I don't know what the point. I don't know what they. I think they messed that one up to me, but who knows? I could be wrong. Our next matchup is the Mountie with Jimmy Hart taking on Tito Santana. Again, another one where there's not much to this match. Tito hits a flying forearm pretty much right at the start. We get a noggin knocker, and then as he's trying to get the Mountie, Jimmy Hart hands him the cattle prod. The ref's distracted. Cattle prod's used on Santana, and Mountie pins and wins. And that's it. It goes how long? How long does this go? 1 minute, 21 seconds. Gave 2 out of 10. Mainly just because of my niceness to Tito. Tito deserves better than this. I've become appreciative of Tito Santana while watching this, and he's been done dirty here. Now it's time for the main event, as the WWF Champion Sgt Slaughter with General Adnan takes on Hulk Hogan for the WWF Championship. I'll say anyone who knows Sgt Slaughter returned to the WWF and turned heel, being against America, saying America's gotten soft, gotten weak. At the same time, there was obviously a real-life war going on. So, Slaughter became an Iraqi sympathizer as a result of that, which got him insane amount of heat. Slaughter won the WWF title at the Royal Rumble, defeating the Ultimate Warrior. Hogan won the 1991 Royal Rumble, and it led to this match here. Hogan sends Slaughter across the ring. Hogan no-sells a chair to the back, which is kind of crazy. Slaughter rakes the ice, get control. Hogan gets back in, though, an atomic drop. And Slaughter takes a hell of a corner bump. Like, he goes, it is insane. I can't even describe it. Just, if you can, just go back to watch for it. But it is crazy. Hogan goes up top, which is a bad idea. Slaughter throws him off. Slaughter throws Hogan into the ring post and chokes him with a cord. Slaughter then hits Hogan with a chair to the head, and Hogan is then busted open as a result. We get a camel clutch, but Hogan fights back. He hulks up when Slaughter tries to pin him with the Iraq flag. He tears up the flag, hulks up, the punches, the big boot, the leg drop, the pin. Hulk Hogan wins the WWF Championship. Hogan must pose. Yay, yay, America. I give it 4 out of 10, which probably is not doing it service. I would say probably 5 is better. It's not the best main event, but it does the job it needs to do. The crowd is into it. You can't deny that. The crowd is into everything that happens in this match. So it does the job. It's just not for me. Show rating wise, I give it 5 out of 10. A lot of quick matches, a lot of matches that feel like they don't ever reach another gear. Yeah, and it doesn't do much for me, this Mania. But I might be wrong. It might be just my opinion. So let me know what you thought of WrestleMania 7 in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We will be back for WrestleMania 8, which includes Hulk Hogan taking on Sid Justice, and Ric Flair taking on the man who retires this freaking man, Macho Man Randy Savage. And we will get into all that for the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for WrestleMania 8.